Welcome to Champions of the Trade, here on location in the Blackdown Hills at Dodsworth's Woodworking Workshop. Try saying that after a few beers. Tim has very kindly lent me the use of his DEWALT multi-tool. So let's give it a quick demonstration and just to see how good this machine is. The DEWALT multi-tool, it's brushless, works on 18 volt. You can also use the flex volt batteries, but it will add quite a bit of extra weight to the maneuverability of the tool. Weighs about 1 kilo without the battery attached. It has a quick release change for the blades, a dual-sided trigger, so you can put it one side or the other side, depending on the type of work you're doing and where you want to prefer your hand placement to be. So that's a really clever idea. We have a stop lock on it, so whether you're left or right handed, just push it in, stops the handle, or if you're using it with your right hand, want to push it in, again does that, or vice versa if you're left handed even. So it's a very versatile, nice tool. Fantastic LED on the front, so when you get close up into your walls or with the material that you're cutting, it gives you a better view of what you're doing. It's got a really nice slim head along here, which will allow you to get into probably some of the tightest corners. Let's put a blade in it. One thing to bear in mind is that this system, it uses universal blades. It will not fit a star lock, unlike other universal machines, but that's simply because of the quick release. In order to be able to use a star lock, it would need the back cut out of it. So let's have a look at these. This is for timber, and it is really as simple as lift the trigger, which pulls against the spring, and then it just locks in. Simple as that. Such an easy tool to use. So how does it cut? Well, let's give it a go. So it's just a piece of C16 timber here, and coming to the side. There we go. If you want speed control, you just have to put on the trigger gently to what you need. It may not aid with the accuracy of what you're cutting, but unfortunately this is all this tool offers, and like I said, there is another version of this which does have a speed control on it to give you that functionality. So let's just see how it goes. Nice and smooth. There is a reasonable bit of vibration coming up from my hands. Must make an easy work of this bit of pine. Bit of C16. An instant stop as well. So there we have it. One thing to bear in mind is when you come to change the blades on these is that obviously if you've just been using them, they do get very hot. So just be careful of that. So other things with this machine, this bare unit, I'd have to look it up, but it costs around about, from Amazon. And as a bare unit, you don't get the batteries, blades and other attachments, for example, but you can buy kits. With this machine as well, you'll notice that there are screw lugs on the side here, on both sides. Now these are for various different attachments, be it that you can, actually I don't actually know, I'm going to have to look it up. I think you can get a device which attaches to the side, which has a roller on it, so as you're cutting, it keeps the blade at an even keel, so you're not going up and down and getting wavy lines in it. But that is a really nice, lovely, lightweight, maneuverable tool. Just to change the blade, again, just pull the trigger in, pull it out. One little trick you may or may not know, and I'm just going to try it with this one, I've not tried it with this machine first, is if you want to chase a hole down some plasterboard or something like that, if you want to add cables or pipe work, on some of the other machines from different brands, I know that you can put your blades like that, and that's approximately 2 centimeters between the two blades there, which means you get a nice even cut all the way down. You only have to cut the channel once, and then you can inlay your pipework, cabling, etc. But I'm just going to see if it is possible to squeeze two blades in here. So it's actually quite difficult pushing against the spring. So let's just line those two up. And we're already thinking it's not going to be that easy. And no, you can't, because I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but you see the thickness of the blades, for two blades, is too much for the gap there. It's only going to allow one blade in. So that is one disappointing, but it's not exactly the end of the world. It's one of those machines that you never know you needed it until you get it. They can get you out of so many trouble spots. They can cut little niggly bits in the corner of skirting, or because the blade is so fine, it will get down tiny little cracks, or joins between floorboards, for example, without causing too much damage for when you put it back down again. They're a fantastic, great, versatile tool. They will do metal, plastic, wood. You can do grouts. All you need to do is just change the blades to something else that's relevant to the material you want to cut through. If you want to know more details about how to use these tools and what they will do, check out the video here. Now, although it's on a different machine, all the principles are identical. And in fact, I have it here, and just so you can see, look at the head difference in that. The Makita is massive in comparison to the DEWALT. So I've been getting into corners. It could be a problem with this machine. I'd love to hear from you, whether you have one of these machines yourself or you're thinking of getting one, and let me know which one you have. And have you had any issues with it, with cutting materials or getting into certain positions and spots to do the job that you need to do? So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Welcome back to Champions of the Trade here in Dodsworth's Woodwork Shop. All right.
Dodsworth Woodworking Workshop.
Dodsworth Woodworking Work. My God, that's a tongue twister.
Oh,
Welcome to Champions of the Trade, with special thanks to Dodsworth Woodworking. Oh my God, that is a tongue twister. Woodworking. Welcome to Champions of the Trade, and special thanks to Tim and his company. Welcome to Champions of the Trade, with special thanks to Dodsworth's Woodworking for letting me use his fantastic studio and his tools. I have the Makita. Welcome to Champions of the Trade. Welcome to Champions of the Trade. I'm in the Blackdown Hills. Welcome to Champions of the Trade. I'm up in the Blackdown Hills at Woodworth's workshop. Woodworth's. Welcome to Champions of the Trade. I'm up in the beautiful Blackdown Hills at Dodsworth's Woodworking Workshop. Try saying that with a few beers. He's very kindly. Stop it, start it again.